how to time box a Scrum event review and retro go on and on. Yeah, so this is something we can get started with. So anyone want to talk about it? So the situation is that you might have studied in your Scrum classes, CSM class, that each event in Scrum has a time box, especially review, retro, depending upon the size of a sprint. And the question is asking that as a Scrum Master, I have a challenge to keeping it into that particular box. Yeah, anyone can relate to or want to talk a little more about this challenge?
Actually, that was my question, which I had posted. So even if I keep it for, like, let's say whether it is half an hour or 1 hour, but still people just go on and on. They keep on discussing, they keep on trying to like solutionize everything then and there. It becomes very difficult sometimes.
Perfect. So, so many of us who have learned Agile and Scrum, and you might have seen that there are many meetings in Agile and Scrum space. Earlier, you were doing documentations, and now you are expected to do events, meetings, and all. And many of you may realize, for many organizations, meetings were already pain. You know, it was already a good time waste. People go here and there, and and many times you don't get any output in the meetings. And now with Agile world, the meetings are more. So if we don't handle them well, it could become a good time wasting process. Now, how do we deal with it? As a Scrum Master or a facilitator, whatever title you carry, doesn't matter. We need to improve our facilitation skills. Now, what these facilitation skills are about? See, you have a meeting duration, say 4 hours. You are running a sprint planning meeting. How do you design that 4 hour in a way so that you have a plan in place that initially we will do this, then we will do this, and after that, this is how I will propose a breakout sessions. This is how people will discuss, and ultimately they will aggregate everything at the end, and this is how we will take the whole process done. In a simple way, even a one tool, which is like a pie chart agenda. You can say, okay, if this is the whole time we have in the meeting, how are we going to distribute our time? So what goes in the first pie, what goes into second pie, what goes into the third pie, and finally we reach to the agreement. So this is also a small tool to get started with that, guys. Let's have an agreement and planning based on that. Because if the meetings are not productive, many of the participants might also be not feeling good about it, because ultimately they are not reaching to some of the desired objective. Now, to support this thing further, I can suggest some of the future learning material, as well as like facilitation training is definitely a process of doing it, but you can also explore some of the websites. So I'm sharing some of the URLs, and at the same time, I may want to show you those websites as well in here, so that you know what are they and how can you use them. So there are some of the websites which provide you the ideas to organize conversations, and you may not be able to use them directly as it is, but you can design your meetings around that. So one of the website is a liberating structure. I will also put into the chat box. So there is a liberatingstructures.com. So you can explore this particular site. You go down, and it has a menu of doing various activities. So whenever you click, say you want to make people talk, there is a 1 to all, something like this. You click, it opens up a page, and you can understand how possibly I can run this particular thing. Now, it won't give you direct receipt for your sprint planning meeting, and the structure which you use today may change for the next sprint planning meeting, but it provides you this structure. Yeah, I pause still here. If there are any questions, I do have to share 2 more websites which can help you in creating a better facilitation plan for your Scrum events. Good till here? I'm just noting down these website in the notepad, so that once the briefing is over, I can share them in the chat box. The another website you can explore is a gamestorming.com. So gamestorming is also providing a visualized approach to conduct meetings and workshops. And on the similar way, it also has a variety of options to create collaborative and structure. For example, parking lot. So we have an agreement on tool called parking lot. So we start using it, but it has to be agreed in the beginning itself. So you can find out various approaches to facilitate and create a structure using a gamestorming.com's options. There are various options: games for problem solving, games means these are facilitated activities. They can help you to find out various possible approaches to run your meetings. Yeah. So this is the second website I want to recommend you to explore. And this is good for anyone, be it a project manager role or be it a Scrum Master role. It is good for anyone. Yeah. Okay. Now the third website I am sharing is a retrospective site, funretrospectives.com. So funretrospective.com is also collection of activities and games, primarily around retrospectives, because retrospectives is little more creative process to bring ideas as forward. So this is something also you can explore. So in a simple word, if the meetings are not finishing on time and not achieving the desired objectives, you may want to look into the details and use some of these tools to create a structure around it, improve facilitation skills of facilitating conversations, go prepared, and take an agreement from people. It is not like that you are pushing your agenda, but you are helping them to organize their meetings. Okay, question, comments?
I think that pie chart which you showed, I think I can try that. That looks so that it will help me out. I'll definitely try that.
And this is like just a starting point, So I purposefully showed at least one activity to you, but there are hundreds of such activities. Yeah. So
thanks.
The pie chart is a 30-second one, but the other ones are little detailed one.
Okay.
Great.